tuned into the street session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Catch us online, on the go, and on the FM.
Okay, let's go.
Yes. That was the jingle right there. Listen, I can't get enough of that jingle. I can't lie to you.
I just find it funny that you made that in like 1 minute. I'm still trying to figure that out. That's joke.
Some random clips as well.
Like one day this guy just comes to me and goes, yo, I got a jingle. I'm like, when did we have a jingle? He goes, oh, I just took all the clips from our old Word FM things and put it into one. I was like, rah.
All of our warm-up episodes, like,
Yeah,
we're
literally.
still trying to learn the ropes. Like.
Still learning the ropes, but we're still the hottest in the streets. That's what the street sessions. You're done already. You're done now already. Listen. No gets. Cause you're like done now already. But I got a very interesting topic today.
Yeah,
As you do, scrolling through the gram, and then Joe's sending it to you. Listen. So, will you understand how the black community is right now? We've got Big B in the building, Slep the P, Lowzer as well. So we might have to get everybody's opinions on this one. But a British actor by the name Casey McKellar, best known for the Dumping Ground, EastEnders, Top Boy and Shower Story, speaks on black productions. Constantly making films on gang life. Now Casey's a black brother. You know, he's been on Top Boy. He's been on a Dumping Ground, which is, I think that's a Tracy Beaker joint. EastEnders, Shower Story. So for a guy that's been on two predominantly black production movies, I don't really know how credible his opinion is on this conversation. However, I'll allow him.
Cool.
But he says all black productions know to do films on some wow, I can't even say the actual word.
Man, he slipped up on there, you know. Man had to save him, man.
So anyways, basically he's saying that productions be on some BS. And all they do is make movies on gang life. Getting stabbed at the end. And that's all you can think of. Where is the creativity? Where is the ideas? And he put, yes, I said it. Don't at me.
Okay.
He then proceeded to say, it's been bugging me for time. Yes, I know I can't talk because I've been in those type of movies. I was thinking the same thing, to be honest. Shower Story, Don't complain when you're in one of the biggest UK movies. Don't complain, bro. Don't complain when you're one of the biggest movies in the UK right now. Big shout out to Rapman and that. I don't understand it. Why is he crying? He's in the biggest movie. Hey, yo, Rapman, if you're hearing this, don't hire Casey for part 2. Anyways, I don't want to be the person, the light-skinned person, okay, that be talking about street culture. Okay. But he goes on to say that all he gets is stabbing or being a stabber in movies. I understand what he's saying. And then he goes, half these youths don't want to act unless it involves the roads. Half of you man that claim you're actors only want to play bad boys. Please get, can't say that word, the F out of this industry. There's people out there that really want to act in real movies. Playing a gangster is the most easiest thing to try, and no one cares. Okay, cool. Listen, man, like Casey. I'm not. It's weird. 'Cause I get what he's saying. I've said the same thing. I'm not said it like this though. The way he's talking, personally for me, is a bit too strong. I think I feel like he's degrading. And not really respecting what we as black people are doing for the scene. Now, a lot of times we're looking for representation, right?
Of course.
Representation with the culture.
Of course.
Now, a lot of the movies that we do talk about, you've got to add the thing here. A lot of the things that we do tend to talk about, especially when it comes to black productions, I personally understand what he's trying to say. I just don't see how somebody who's benefited from that is talking about it. You see, if it's somebody who's not been in no Shower Story, forget showers, that's a bit kidhood, adulthood, all of them things there. If you've not been involved in any of those things, I don't mind hearing your opinions. But this guy's career, he's been on EastEnders, he's been on this and that.
Yeah.
Bro, he's been on Shara Story, he's been on Top Boy.
Yeah.
That's two of the biggest platforms you can be on right now. Drake did Top Boy on Netflix.
Yeah.
Shara Story is a rap man thing, signed by Rock Nation.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to hear you come to me and tell me I don't want to hear none of that black man stuff. I'm sorry, I don't want to hear that stuff. I'm sorry, bro.
All right.
Like, I rated you for 1 minute, but the only other thing he's done, what was EastEnders? No one cared. The Dumping Ground, Tracy Beaker died in like 06. Like, the only relevant thing right now is Top Boy and Shara Story. We don't care about the rest, bro.
Yeah.
Let's just fuck up EastEnders. He was there for like 3 episodes. We don't care about you for that one. Dumping Ground, like I said, Tracy Beaker's like 06 in them. So right now, Top Boy and Shara Story is only 2 good things he's done so far.
Yeah.
And they're all Roadman related. Now, if you talk about Shara Story, personally for me, it's a little bit different to the typical everyday Roadman movie. You had Rapman, who was really, implementing this kind of like whole musical theme into his movie, especially if you've seen the thing he did on Link Up.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember what it's called. What was it called? Oh, it's gonna bung me. Hold on, let me get it. But Rapman did like a full-on thing on Link Up TV. Shout out to Cadet as well. He actually ended up part of that.
Shara Story.
What's it called? Shara. What's it called? Shara Story was a movie. Blue Story. Yeah, that's it. Blue Story is the movie, right? And Shara Story is the Link Up TV thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse. So Casey was part of the Shara Story thing, yeah? on YouTube.
Yeah.
So the only big thing is that it's Top Boy. Nah, Shara Story was big though, I can't even lie. Shara Story was big.
Yeah,
it featured the man from Man Them on the Wall as well. It was a big look, I can't even lie. Because that's what got Rapman signed to Rock Nation. And I enjoyed it.
Him right there.
It was a dope musical, it was different.
It was.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was 3 episodes. I wanted more. I can't lie. Even though, because I remember the little girl died at the end of episode 3. I wanted more of that, bro. That was wavy. But going back to Casey and what he talks about the black community only focusing on gang culture. I feel like personally, you have to understand first and foremost, if we don't talk about the culture as black people,
Yes.
when white people make content about us, we complain.
Yeah.
One of the biggest complaints in the UK or even the States or around the world is
Overall, yeah.
why are we letting the white man
Tell our story.
tell our story?
Yeah.
So when we take control of our content, then why as black people are we complaining? Because the one
about
thing,
the stories that are being told.
yeah, because the one thing that we all say is we should represent ourselves. Okay, cool. So if we are representing ourselves, what are you crying about? Because if EastEnders as a whole black scene, we see it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not really how black man move. Oh, I don't get that. You EastEnders man, you're too white for this. So when we do our own thing, it's a problem. Is that's all we know. I don't believe that's true. I believe the problem. We are not watching other content that black people are making outside of the gang culture. Let's just talk facts. There is bare black comedy all over the world. Bare. Do your Googles, bro. It's there. Are you checking it? No. The reason why it's not getting the recognition because we are chasing what we apparently understand, which is gang culture. As soon as there's a gang movie, we're all on it. As soon as it's a black comedy, it's like, oh no.
My man ain't that funny, you know.
Remember what our mutual friend said? One of our boys, he said, I don't really like Chunks. He's too corny. That's that comedy thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then he'll be the first to be like to us, all black people make gangster stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, pick and choose when it makes sense, bro. If you don't like Chunks, Young Philly, them man, they are doing different content.
Yeah.
But you're not feeling that content.
For sure.
You're feeling the, hey, yo, what ends are you from, bro? What's your postcode, my dog?
Is he doing it for the hood, though? Nah.
Is he doing it for the hood, though?
Is he doing it for the streets? Nah, he ain't doing it for the streets, though.
So what's his name again? Man, like Casey McKellar.
Yep.
I mean, your biggest thing is Tracy Beaker, man. I can't even lie, bro. And then
coming straight, boy. He's that top, yes.
Nah, but like
Okay.
he was like a 10-year-old actor, bro.
Yeah.
Tracy Beaker, bro. I was a youth watching Tracy Beaker, fam. So when I'm seeing Tracy Beaker on this list as one of his biggest thing, and then Top Boy, I don't remember him from Top Boy. I only recognize his geezers from Tracy Beaker, and I was a youth them times.
Straight up.
So I'm looking at it like you was big when I was 6. Like, come on. And then he tried to tell me about the culture. And what makes it worse, he goes, I don't want to be that light skin. He's light skin, innit?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I do get what he's saying. Yes, I will agree.
Yeah.
There is too much roadman content.
Yeah.
Or gang life content, whatever you want to call it, However, the fan base are only tuning in for that content.
That is true.
So therefore, why are you checking the creator? Check the fan base. Don't check the people making the content that you guys are tuning in for.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it is supply and demand.
Because that's the issue, right?
Yeah.
Because especially in the UK, white people will take our content, right?
Yeah.
That's just how it is. We might come up with something, white people take over.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how the UK kind of works, right? Do you remember that guy that did that whole YouTube series? Who did that whole YouTube series? And it was like, it was like a YouTube thing. Remember that guy that wore like the leather jacket, no t-shirt?
Oh, roll safe.
Roll safe, yeah.
Roll safe and that.
And then BBC took over. What happened to that show? It died, bro.
Yeah.
Because when the white man take over and don't understand the culture, that's just what it is.
Yeah,
so, and he was doing that comedy thing. But where was the fans when it was on BBC? They were just saying, man, like Casey, where was you at, bro, Casey? I didn't see you, bro. They're complaining. But listen, we've got Big B in the building. Big B, you might have to get out for this one still.
Okay.
I need to ask you a question regarding this conversation, so because we ain't got no guest today, so the guest today is Big B still. But no, Big B. Obviously, as you're getting up, I'll give you the mic as well. As you're getting up, Joey, can you give him your mic?
1 2 1 2.
Let me make it a bit louder. So what I want to ask you, Big B, is
okay.
In terms of like the UK scene and the type of content that we create, do you feel like we do create too much kind of like hip hop, gang related content, or do you feel like they're creating what people want to see?
No, that's a tricky one, you know. I believe our content is solely based around hip hop and the gang culture and that.
Yeah.
But of recent, I can't lie, it's been switching up. You got a couple man doing the comedy. You see a couple people doing the lifestyle stuff. There's other content on YouTube and stuff. Like you said earlier, if you're not searching, then of course you're not going to see it. Obviously, because the hip hop's, the lifestyle and everything is what the people want, that's going to be in your face.
A lot,
more than everything else. But like if you search, you can see like there's people working, there's people out here doing stuff. Like, you got not just the movies, you got people doing the theater, you got people doing spoken word. Like there's so much stuff out there for you to take.
If you lot saw the Mobos, there was a whole poetry team. Remember one of our boys, Mr. Reed, shout out to Kwame. He did the whole Mobos thing. So it's content out there. I think it's better without the cover still, you know. Sounds like
1 2 1 2.
Yeah,
it's better without the cover still.
Yeah. But and obviously, obviously, if there was anything that you would like to see from our community in terms of different type of content, what would you like to see?
I don't know, maybe more comedy. I can see the comedy thing coming up right now.
Yeah.
But you see the comedy movies and everything, even though the whole COVID and everything stopping all the movies from coming out, but I probably want to see more comedy movies because see the man them on the wall. That man there were doing some comedy movies before all of this.
Another Hood as well is another one.
Another Hood and that. Yeah, there's some comedy movies like with Adam Deacons and stuff like that. But I probably want to see more comedy movies because all the action and that is getting played out. Like, can't lie. We've seen all of that with what's that Gets movie? The Gets movie.
But I know you're talking about.
There's that Top Boy, all of that. Like,
and then we had Attack the Block as well, which was a bit different with the whole alien.
See, you see John Boyega.
Yeah.
Bad boy.
Bad man, yeah.
John Boyega is a bad boy. You see him?
Yeah.
Listen, the amount of movies man's done now. You see how man's doing Detroit. Does all of that.
Yeah.
Just from Attack the Block. And that was creative.
Star Wars, fam.
That was a block movie with comedy. It's got aliens in it.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
I love Attack the Block.
Something creative like that is needed because all of the drama with the hood team is played out. Because like, you see my man, that Casey brother.
Yeah.
I understand what he's saying, but It's a hypocrite thing.
That's the thing. I totally, with Casey, I get exactly what he's saying. I feel like the mannerism and the way he's saying them is very disrespectful to the culture, because he's basically saying that we're whack and that we should be doing better. And then at the same time, it's like, all right, cool. And then he goes on to go, I don't want to be that light-skinned brother that's kind of over-talking. But at the same time, it's like, bro, it doesn't matter what color you are when you make an opinion. It's just the way you deliver the opinion. I don't care if a white man said, oh, your culture's dead. All you man do is the same content. I'll get it. I understand it. Because me personally, I've always said, bro, we make too much gang stuff, you know. I just want to see something different. But I personally believe for the past 2 years, we've been trying to do different content.
Yeah, I heard that. But this is a topic that needs to be talked about.
Facts, yeah.
It's just, he just went about it wrong. I can't lie.
Yeah, no.
Just wasn't needed.
Yeah.
If you're someone that's benefited from it, like you said,
yeah,
you're not the person that needs to be talking about it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like if you coming off Top Boy and Shara's story, you got one of the biggest Netflix series of basically worldwide, but the whole of the world was watching Top Boy, bro. It ain't just a UK thing. I remember Fuzi Chew. He did a whole video skit for Top Boy. Over 10 million subscribers from the States. He's doing a whole skit on UK Top Boy, you know. That's mad. Yeah.
I see that still.
That's mad, bro. And then obviously you got Shara's story, which in terms of YouTube series, one of the biggest things to come out.
Popped off.
Even had Jay-Z saying, yo, Rapman, pull up. So, for me personally, I feel like the content is changing, but people need to remember the UK is new to this. The UK is new to being big in the industry. Let's just talk fact. The UK has only been relevant since 2016 when Afro Swing came out. Let's just be honest right now. UK, the rap, nobody, when Chip Pop, yeah, but no, but when Chip Pop, nobody apart from the UK really cared about Chip. T.I. did his thing, tried to bring him along. No one in the States was like, yeah,
Chip. About that?
Yeah, the guy flopped. I like Chip's my favorite artist, but he flopped. Let's just talk fact. He got dropped after the first project. T.I. was like, nah, we don't need Chip.
I can't lie, the UK scene is bigger now.
Yeah,
ever since the Afro Swing was popping off. I can't lie, the UK scene was big even before that.
It was big, but I feel like in terms of like if you put the Ed Sheerans and that to the side, I'm talking hip hop. In terms of hip hop,
man like Wiley, bro. Wiley was holding it down, you know. You can't say nothing about Wiley. You can't disrespect Wiley, bro.
I don't know about the Wiley thing.
Bam, man had the Rolex sweep. Man had all of them things there, you know.
Yeah, but them
man there were holding it down, bro.
Not Wiley though.
Yeah, Wiley, fam. Even though man did a madness now, you can't disrespect Wiley, fam.
I rate Wiley for what he did for the grind
Got
scene.
Titchy Snyder. What's his name? Titchy Strider.
Yeah, but
got Tiny Temper.
Tiny Temper. I'll take Tiny Temper. Yeah.
No, fam, Wiley's bigger than Tiny Temper, you know. Wiley is bigger than Tiny Temper.
Not in the States.
Yeah, worldwide though.
Not in the States.
Worldwide, you could put Wiley's name next to Tiny Temper.
Yeah, but Wiley never reached the Billboard.
Dizzy Rascal.
Tiny Temper did.
Boasty's on the billboards now, bro.
What? That's like a euro, man. It's not a Billboard.
Even now,
Boasty was a big tune though, but for me personally, I feel like it was a big tune because of Steph London and what's the actor called again? Idris Elba. Yeah.
Bro, when you're playing Boasty, sometimes you don't even touch their verses, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the hook alone is too wavy. I can't lie.
Come on, man.
But you can't tell me that Wiley and all them house tunes in like 2012 and them. Nah.
Oh, they were popping. IB for all of that, fam.
Yeah,
they were popping.
They went #1 in the UK, and in Europe. But I'm talking like bigger than UK and Europe. Yeah, Skepta's huge. Yeah, I rate Skepta. Skepta done his thing.
What I'm saying, before 2013.
I'm saying UK has always been making noise, but I mean in terms of the eyes right now since 2016, for me personally, it's a lot more greater than it was before. I feel like before you only knew one or two artists. Do you remember when Meat Mill did an interview? He couldn't even remember Chip's name, and he's done a song with Chip. He was like, "Oh yeah." Fam, I'm quoting him. He went, "Yeah. I did a song one of the UK man them and them, and one of the captains went, oh what Chip?" He went, "Yeah, Chip and that." And I was that's disrespectful, fam.
See the whole American scene, yeah.
They were like, "He didn't even know Chip."
Don't even watch that because every single American that comes through now, they will say the same generic artist. They will say Skepta, Wiley, all of the main ones. They would never go to the ones that are popping now.
Yeah,
like them man, they're like Diggity and stuff like that. They would never do that. They just go to the same mainstream people.
Remember Tory came down just to see Nines.
Yeah, but Tory, he's Canadian though.
Yeah, Canadian that's like Drake and that. Yeah, they're a bit different. Yeah,
same culture.
Yeah,
but the man them in proper New York and stuff, other than Pop Smoke.
Young M.A. though, and the Chip Joint, she actually shared it. Most American artists don't share nothing. For Little Baby shared that D Block Europe thing, but remember the D Block though, innit? So
that man are signed to D Block, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a bit different. But I do respect the fact that the UK scene now has more of a look in, and I feel like this, which is why, in terms of like the movie scene in the UK, it's time for them now to shine. Like obviously, Rapman's doing this thing. I definitely do believe there's a lot more black people that can come forward now. Listen, we've had the Black Panther joint. Like, bro, the UK can do that. Obviously, James Bond is now going to be a UK black female actor.
Let me ask a question.
Personally, I would rather us make our own stuff, but it's cool.
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Do you think the only way we're going to see change is if we change as an audience? Because it's all good if we start making the content.
Yeah.
But if we, as the audience, don't support it and drive it, then is there any point?
Nah, I'll be honest with you. I feel like as a UK audience and somebody who's grew up here, I feel like we're too used to the typical content. So that's what we're chasing for, and this is why people keep making that content. When I was telling Joe about one of my movie ideas, and it was like a musical of Afrobeat. Fam, every black person I spoke to in Mountains,
that's a good idea.
They were like, I don't know if I really want to see an Afrobeat little musical thing. I was like, no, it's not like some hey, what's that? What's the thing that comes out? These are High School Musical and that. It's none of that. It's none of that.
Troy Bolton's things.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I was thinking of like the way white people celebrate their culture. They've had rock musicals where there's a full storyline. It's just a lot of musical performances, whether that's on stage, and like they do the full songs, not like in some movies where you get like 10 seconds of them performing and it's just in a club, innit? I was like, I'll be sick to celebrate African culture and music. But a lot of people kept going to me, well, is there going to be some like hood things? And I'm like, what? I mean, there might be elements of struggles of being in the hood, because essentially it is going to be people of those backgrounds, right? But the focus of the movie, I didn't want it to be about the road life. I wanted it to be about mainly the struggle of getting into the industry within music. And a lot of people are just chasing some hood stuff. And I'm like, why do you guys keep chasing that? And one people go to me, listen, man, I've grown up to that kidhood and that. That's their excuse. It's like,
that's what they know.
That's what they know, especially from like black producers. I remember there was this girl I used to go to school with, and she told me, I want to make hood film. That was her dream. Big man saying, wallahi, fam. That's the only time I say, wallah, I'm drinking as well. Listen, I'm not a practicing Muslim. But when she told me that, she sat down to me. She goes, Sharif, I know you got connection with like the industry and that. How do I get into like the hood scene? And I was just like, man, I know I'm black, but like, really? The hood scene, you know? Like, she was damn near serious, bro. And I looked at her and I went, why do you want to make hood film? She goes, I'm from the hood. What do you want me to make? And I'm like, yeah, but like, why is that your goal? Like,
people don't want to think out the box.
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
I feel like one thing that Casey McMella, which does make sense, is it's easy to make stuff that you grew up in, and I would totally agree on that point. Us three right now, so Big B, MK, and obviously me as well. We could easily sit here tomorrow and come up with a hood film, shoot in a week, easy. We all got man that can be in a hood. We all got people that can act like they're in a hood. Easy. We can do this thing in like a week. I'm telling you. I don't even need to go on like Star Now and then put an ad in there for actors. Fam, I know hella hood dons.
Yeah.
I can make a movie in 5 minutes. They're not even acting. So I understand what he's saying. But you gotta also remember, if the audience ain't checking for something else, why am I gonna give you something else? Because if I give you a black comedy show and you man ain't even tuning in, you're wasting my time.
Sometimes you gotta force it down their throat, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. But that's why I respect what Young Philly and them are doing, because Young Philly, Chunks, and obviously there's better other YouTubers. They are trying to bring that element in. Yes, they're doing it within more like a sports field, because they do a lot of like football content.
Big up Poet on that one still.
Yeah, but it's a start. I feel like it's a start, because once you start seeing black people in different different type of content or different subjects of content, then you'll be like, okay, cool, we can do the football comedy thing, we can do the YouTube comedy thing. Now it's just bringing it into like a more mainstream film, which is the only thing that we're missing. Obviously, big 100%. Shout out to Leo Power with Step Back. He did a movie came out right now on UK focused, and his movie was basically it was a bit like a romance thing with a twist, though, innit? Because I haven't seen the film. Well, I've seen the film actually. What? Man like J-Man in the building, you know.
Big man like J-Man, you know.
Man said, stop my noise about the UK. Hey, listen, J-Man. Listen. The UK scene is strong enough, but I was just telling you, I'm African, innit? So I want some African representation, innit? I'm sorry, innit? Like, that's why I said the Afrobeat musical. If you want a UK musical, listen, me and you can talk, we can produce that, no problem, innit? But my Afrobeat knowledge is a lot bigger than a UK knowledge. Remember, I came from Sweden, bro, allow me.
All right, from Sweden?
Yeah.
Where's
Born
Sweden?
and bred, Gothenburg.
Yeah.
So I grew up in the era where, fam, I remember being in school. Funny story to me, but to a lot of people it's very serious. When I was in class, parents used to physically go to teachers and say, I don't want my son around him.
Is it?
Yeah, I remember saying, like, parents will request their kids, if we do like a group work, they will request that I'm never in their group. It's mad, bro.
God,
it's
boy.
mad, bro. But
I can't run around here, boy.
But I feel like that's why I've always been like, I want African representation stuff, because wherever I go, I feel like I see more Jamaican representation of Caribbean, which is cool. I love it. Like, I'm in Worth. Bro, everyone is like Jamaican. I love the Jamaican culture. But personally, for me, I just feel like I need a bit more African representation, which is why I came out with the Afrobeats movie, to understand the struggle that Africans mainly go through. But anyways, man, listen, we've spoken about this for a long time. Big shout out to everybody put the live as well. I haven't really been checking you, man. I'm seeing everybody jumping into the comment section. Man, like, shout out to Martelli as well. Man, like, Two Wise DJ. Gee, and listen, it's your birthday on Thursday, you know. We're going to be here for your birthday still. So big shout out to Two Wise DJ as well.
Yes.
Shout out to Big B as well for getting him over the comment.
The man has spoken himself. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause for that right there.
Oh, it's Twicey DJ, yeah? Say nothing. Twicey, yeah? Shout out. We're going to catch you here on Thursday for the birthday. What, Lowzer, you got something to say as well, yeah?
Yeah.
DJ Lowzer!
They're flagging me down. They look like... Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. If you do want to go into history, Lowzer just did. Jamaicans are part of the African culture, the Caribbean, all that. Because I believe they moved to the Caribbean island, right? They moved to the Caribbean islands. So yeah, I wasn't like dismissing Jamaicans. Don't get it twisted. Like, fam, I love the culture. I'm around Jamaicans more than Africans. Anyway, let's just two facts.
Yeah.
But my point was just like, if you look at it morally, a lot of people, they separate Africans and Caribbeans as two different kind of cultures. So
yeah, that's true. That used to be a joke thing in school as well, like the Africans versus the Caribbean.
Yeah, that's the Afro-Caribbean thing. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically what I meant. We like to shiny so in the building. But we're gonna go into some more cadet. We're celebrating cadet right now. So Joe MK put on that, and then we've got our next topic coming on. Big shout out to Big B, Lowzer, Select the P. You know what I'm saying? MK in the building as well. Let's get into some music, and then we'll come back with some more topics for your Ed Top.
Know what we represent.
You know what? DJ Man just said something that's actually true, you know. So he was saying,
let me tell you who I am. I'm gonna talk.
Like dancehall has a lot of input in music, but doesn't actually get the recognition it deserves. I'm gonna say this before we even go into the music. That is facts.
Okay.
The influence that the Caribbean scene really has, the dancehall scene has, is a mad thing. If you think about a lot of the biggest hits, whether that's pop music, whether that's Afrobeat music, whether that's dancehall alone music, or any real genre, a lot of them have influences from the dancehall scene. It's a fact. Drake especially uses a lot of dancehall influences in his instrumentals, in his beat, in a lot of his samples. A lot of, especially, I'll go down and say a lot of white pop artists, like Dua Lipa and them, they use a lot of dancehall influences. Same drum lines and that, but I just change it a little bit. So J-Man's talking facts still.
Yeah.
Hella facts.
Man have spoken, you know what I'm saying?
But we're going to get straight back into some cadet celebration, R&B cadet. Let's get into it.
Think you're bad, we got bangers and
Been tuned into the streets session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Follow me now.
yeah, I mean, I was a bit dead, but I was just having fun with it. Man's still learning.
Yeah, disclaimer. That was me scratching.
Hey, it was actually me still. But listen. I had to school him, innit? Yes, and I had to scratch out. So, shout out to Rick Soda. Give me the pointers one time. So that's how I got that little scratching thing. Obviously. Yeah. Man at Queen Rixa said Friday. Yeah, Friday we'll talk still. No problem. But we're going to talk about another, the usual Rickstar session.
Usual's on Friday, man. Come on,
what's going on? Like it wasn't his birthday last Friday.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Anyways, we are going to go into another conversation right now, which is one that I'm not really surprised, bro. Yeah. The headline of the topic is we probably won't see live music in 2021.
Yeah.
What impact would that have on up-and-coming artists specifically? Because a lot of people that don't make a lot of checks through streaming services, sales, they do shows.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of small shows and they can still gain around about £100 or whatever. Festivals do that. A lot of festivals do that. What was that Croydon one as well that Young R did?
Ends Festival.
Yes.
That was a good one. So.
There's a lot of festivals where they'll always have like an up and coming kind of like scene section, or usually they'll be like in a tent type joint.
Just saying, it's even better when you get to go there for free.
Yeah.
Like flex, but we move.
Obviously, they put here 146,000 of new daily coronavirus cases nationwide is the reason behind the fact that we won't have any live shows. Now, if you talk about live show, you can essentially say
they're talking about like no restrictions, isn't it?
You can't really have a COVID-19 restrictions in a place where there's a live event. You got alcohol involved. Add that all in together. It's difficult to be social distancing.
I'm putting it in perspective to the events that I was filming for in November.
Yeah.
You saw how they went down. Even though it was less capacity, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But if you're talking about festivals and I thought, live music in general is shut down. Yeah. I'm thinking more higher rent type festival.
Okay,
where,
of course.
Where there's like 2, 3, 4,
Arenas
maybe 10,000 people. Obviously I'm going by that.
Okay.
If we're talking open mics, but again, you're cutting down the audiences by half.
Yeah.
Immediately, regardless of wherever these shows are held. Yeah. Immediately, half of that audience is gone. Now, if you're looking at open mic, is that feasible for the people putting up the event? Paying for the venue. Some do bar types, some don't. Some try to find some free drink deals if you enter, some don't. Really depends where you go. But again,
you just have to see how it's
a lot of money spent. But if you're losing half an audience, that's half of that £10 entry, £5 entry, right? And more time they'll be like to the artists as well. We'll give you like 50 tickets, sell them.
Because you're familiar with the beatbox at Shoreditch.
Yeah, I've been there better times.
I think that venue in particular, they promote like open mic events anyway, so I don't think they charge for people to organize their stuff there. I don't think. Or if they do, it's a very
but it's still ticket based though.
Just to show the numbers.
Yeah, but you're still paying to enter. And if you're getting rid of half of the people that enter, let's say...
No. The ones I've been to are free. They're free. At that point. At that place.
Oh, you're talking about that beatbox one. Yeah.
There's another beatbox one.
I mean, there's two, but like the one in Wembley isn't free.
Oh, there's a beatbox. Oh, to be fair, I haven't. The one time we got invited to go to Wembley...
I didn't even. I was supposed to perform. I didn't even show up. Big shout to Sophie though, because she did hook it up. But
Rockstar.
The problem was that well, I had work, and then getting home from Wembley and getting to Wembley after work, it just didn't work for me, man. I did say yes like 4 months in advance, so it was pretty bad. But after speaking to her, she understood. Like, it just didn't make sense because basically I finished half an hour before the show started. And then I'm coming from South. Getting to Wembley alone, that's an hour or something.
Oh, it's mad.
And then I was supposed to perform. So let's say the show started at 8. I was supposed to perform at 7:30. I finished at 7:30. I would not have made it on time anyways.
No, not at all.
It just didn't make sense for me, innit? So yeah, that's why I didn't go. Don't think we had a bad relationship. Listen, we spoke afterwards, you know what I'm saying? And then I ended up performing at our next show at some dead joint. Not talking about that.
I think I know what you're talking about.
That was a restaurant. Man.
But the pictures came out good that day, though, can't lie.
Yeah, the pictures came out good. I don't know if the show came out good. But yeah, anyways, live music performances, Joe.
Yes.
I'm gonna we got Big B and Lowzer in the building as well. How do you feel like this affects? Also, you remember this also affects DJs.
DJs, of course.
So we can make sure, like, don't forget about DJs in this conversation. How does this affect the artists and the DJ scene in terms of there's no checks? Essentially, we're saying there's no performance this year, which means musical talent, no money. Artists, no money. Events managers, no checks. You can't rent no venues. Like,
not at all.
Everyone's losing money.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to talk about like the Stormzy's and them because they get the streams and blah, blah, but they're making some form of money. Yes, it's not the same. They're not making $1 million a week from doing like 250K shows or whatever they brag about in the music. But as an up and coming artist, shows are predominantly, even for me personally, for me as an artist, the only way I saw checks doing music was pulling up to a show. I saw no check. My streaming, okay, cool, a couple of 2,000. I think one song was like 10,000. I don't get paid for that. You look at the thing, they're like, £2.50.
You get money for a cheeseburger or something.
£2.50 and that. You can't even withdraw that anyways because you have to have a certain amount, so it's dead. But
them ones.
From your perspective, from a up-and-coming artist, a DJ, or events planners, how do you feel like that affects it? 'Cause that's a whole year. It's not just... You got to remember as well, from March... I think it was only for about a month or so. No. I feel like open mic. Remember when it was like after the summer, they were coming back and it was just straight back into November lockdown. They never fully came back. They did like one episode or one. Cause I know one of my girls called Hins. She did one show. And then she had to cancel it again the next week. So essentially, it's 2 years of no money for a lot of these people. So how do you feel that kind of affects the up and coming scene?
It's tough for them still because it's like like you said, there's that aspect as well with the financial problems, but then also it's the repetition, because obviously when you are in the groove of performing, you know end up becoming a better performer. So now you're gonna have to wait. Listen, Pirate Studio is still open, like the rehearsal room and that, but that's not the same.
Yeah, but remember, it's only open for business accounts like
exactly.
Like mine,
So even those that have the access to that, I mean, you can rehearse whatever, maybe have a mic set at home and whatever, but at the same time, you still need to learn how to interact with the crowd and so on and so forth. And so it's like, in that aspect as well, getting them reps in will, I wouldn't say put you in a detrimental position, but it does delay your growth as a live performer. So it's cool to be in the now you have more time to be in the studio and record music.
I actually think that is one of the best points you brought up. If you're a new artist and you can't practice performing, imagine for a lot of people, you can go back to 2020. That's 2 years you haven't been on stage.
Exactly.
2 years you haven't been on stage. Yeah, cool. You can be at home as a DJ. Personally, for me, I don't feel like it's the same thing, but the way I practice when I'm bored, put the deck out, do a little bit of scratching, even though there's no one going, yo, or gassing you. I feel like with DJing, you don't need a crowd. which is why they.
I mean, it depends. It depends on what stage you are.
You can come on radio and still do your thing. Fam, there's no one. Yes, you know, there's people listening on a dial, on a FM, on a TuneIn app.
I'll tell you why we're lucky is because we still have people in the studio like a Lowzer who would still give us the interaction when he hears a good playlist happening. But say for instance, let's flip it onto Lowzer now, because obviously he does mornings. Maybe you might be here, but the days you're not here, he's here by himself.
Of course,
he's right here. He can probably tell you himself when there's no crowd interaction. Because remember how many times Dizzy have said it as well. Since now that you stay.
Yeah, Dizzy said he enjoys it more since we've been staying for his set.
It's like interaction or whatever.
Big shout out to Dizzy. Fresh Measure Energy Tunes is coming out next 8 p.m. to 10. Make sure you stay tuned in for that one.
Yeah, but
obviously, Big B Lowzer, you man are known DJs.
Yeah.
So I think this is for this part of the conversation. I'm just an artist that somehow became a DJ.
Yeah. And I'm a brand new DJ.
Yeah, I just made you a DJ. So we've never been booked. So for people that generally been booked as DJs, I feel like both of you guys can answer this. So obviously, Lowzer, you're here. You might as well go first. Lowzer, as a DJ. Hearing the fact that there probably won't be no live music, that means no nightclubs, no concerts, no pulling up as a musician's DJ. How does that kind of affect your financial state within the music game, man? Or even if you're not chasing the money at this point, how does that affect you as a DJ performer? Because at the end of the day, a DJ's kind of like motto is to get the crowd going, get the crowd gassed. And if you can't do that and you physically can't see that, that could have an effect, because there's only so long you can be on radio and not hear no one saying nothing back to you. Or you can go on an Instagram live, and if you don't have like the following, 5 to 6 people might be cool on your live, but at the same time, you want that kind of like, you want that interaction. I feel like for me personally, me doing DJing for a bit, I'm searching for the interaction, it's for lights to change the colors, but it's not been set up yet. But yeah, as a DJ for you, Lowzer, in terms of what I just said, how does that kind of affect you as a DJ?
Well, it affects me it affects me a lot, really, because see, when it comes to DJing now, you can't go to DJ at bookings. You can't do this, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So now, the only place where I have to go now is radio now.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we got the Insta Live there. I don't even need to talk about right now. We're just gonna talk facts. See where everything is going right now. So it's a mad thing. Like,
yeah.
See when it comes to them losing money. There's other ways to make money. So if I talk to them, money's everywhere right now.
As a DJ, how would you advise people? Because there's a lot of people that this is all they have. This is all they do. A lot of people be quitting jobs because at that time before COVID, even for me, fam, I quit my job to do my thing. You get me? So
that's what I see.
Money was different then. And then as soon as lockdown hit, fam, I'm out here crying for peas. Like, I'm like, bro, what am I going to do? Like, I just went broke. Joe was covering me for like 3 months. Yeah, I was dead, bro. But obviously, big shout out to Jordan for letting me chase my dreams, and now I'm lit in it. But I'm just saying that, fam, it's not as easy.
That's why they say you have to have many jobs out there.
Yeah.
Don't rely on one job.
Yeah.
That don't work out.
Yeah.
What do you do after that?
So I'm saying, yeah.
No money, nothing.
Yeah.
That's why you have to have more than one job out there. That's why you have to do many things.
The grind is real, man. I would definitely advise the one. It's weird because I'm gonna say the one mistake I made was quit my job not knowing it, but I didn't know COVID was coming. So for me, it was like I got to a position where I was like, okay, cool. I saved enough money from previous 9-to-5s. I can survive now. I do my thing. We're in COVID. Bookings went down the drain. I'm no longer hosting shows. I'm no longer doing any music. Like, it was like I was dying in the streets, bro. Fam, I even ended up applying for EE. Oh, it was Pete, bro. I had to get. I went back to a 9-to-5.
EE.
Yeah, I was working for EE. I went back to 9-to-5, and then thankfully right now I'm able to say I've quit my EE job now and I'm kind of like back on my feet. But it's like you said, I had to find a different way of getting an income. And then, you know, for a lot of people, it's like they may not have that ability to find a different ways of making money. That's why because I know you're a full-time DJ.
Yeah, man. I'm
Full-time World Fam,
yeah, man.
10 to 12 every single day apart from the weekends. What motivates you to wanna do
radio in the morning?
Yeah, like what makes you want to commit to something where, you know, in terms of live shows and stuff like.
Okay, see with DJ Lowzer, everyone, the whole world needs to know something about me. You know?
Let's go.
See when I start something.
Yeah.
And it's Monday to Friday.
Yep.
No film.
King World Fam. Last I said last time, I wonder who the King World might be. I can't even lie, it might as be Lowzer, fam. This guy's here every single day, fam. Not only is he here every single day, he did a show this morning and he's still here. Still here.
See when it comes to certain things right now, see when I start something.
Yeah.
Monday to Friday, consistency is the key right now.
Yeah. Especially in lockdown, man. You gotta
Remember, you have
to
see it's like working.
Yeah.
Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
That's a work. You have to see like work.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Yeah.
Entertain the people and you know, make the people vibes up.
Yeah.
And all them sort of there, you know.
Nah, big shout out to Laz, man. Obviously, Big B, we got to ask you the same question. You might as well get out for this one as well, still. Obviously, Laz, shout out your weekly shows and that as well.
So Monday to Friday right now, 10 a.m. to 12. So you can catch me tomorrow at Wednesdays up in the is. You get me? But we're older right now.
Yeah,
see DJ Lowzer.
Yeah.
Anyway, DJ Lowzer step right now. DJ Lowzer _warfm.com.
Jeez, done now.
I mean, and then if I try this anything, you know that the dub plates are real right now. You know? Everyone knows inside right now. That dub plates.
Big shout out to MK. He really has those ad-libs on deck, you know. Like he's always got it ready. But obviously we've got a Big B jumping on the mic right now. Obviously, Big B, I'm going to ask you pretty much the same question. I know I'm not going to blab on as long as I did last time because I was just explaining. But in terms of being a DJ and knowing no clubs, no concerts, no rolling with the musicians to shows and birthday parties, weddings, whatever it could be. As a DJ, how does that affect you? From forget this one only says 2021, but we can date back to 2020 because there wasn't really nothing going on then, anyways.
True.
So for the past 2 years, how's that affected you? You don't have to go to financial situations, but just in general as a DJ, has that had an effect?
If I'm honest, the DJing thing wasn't my only income. So when the lockdown hit, it wasn't too much of a problem.
Okay.
But just before the lockdown hit,
the
finance was good, innit?
Yeah.
The finance was good.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
Yeah.
It was probably out 3 times a week, connecting from 3 different places every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just extra income plus the job in uni. So you know, it was good. It was good. The lockdown hit, obviously, income just stops, and it's not really a problem because you're not really bringing in. I'm bringing in good money, but it's like it's not the only thing I'm relying on. So it's a case where, like, for me, I can just chill until everything opens up again. So right now, even though man's here full time doing whatever, it's kind of a hobby. You don't put money into it, and you're not getting money back. But there's ways to get money during this lockdown. Get creative. Of course, to make money. But it's just my advice to DJs and stuff right now if they're in the lockdown is just build your archives, just practice, and once the club's open, that's when you get the experience, innit?
Yeah.
There's not much you can do right now on the DJ thing. Make sure you're making your content online, doing your Instagram. Make sure you're keeping yourself relevant. If you can make money somehow, good on you. But the main thing is to make sure your brand is still strong.
I want to ask a question. Do you feel like DJs get the recognition they deserve? Because personally for me, before I joined WOW FM, I'm not going to lie, I didn't really see what a DJ did, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I've always said that. I didn't really care for a DJ. Like, yes, I go to the clubs. Yes, I see a DJ on there, but
yeah.
I was just like,
opinion,
it's just a DJ. But now, being here now, even now I'm spinning, I'm like, raw, like, it's bare work. It's bare work. You understand?
Technical.
Man, them be scratching. Man, them be doing this. You got to have like the next 5 songs ready, bro.
That's not even half of it.
And that's exactly. It's not even a quarter of it. So, personally, like me as an artist, because that's my background, is doing music.
Yeah.
I would just be like, yo, bro, I beg you just DJ my thing. You can DJ. I didn't really realize how much like they go through by me just saying, yo, come and do the DJ thing. Like, they're doing a lot, bro. And sometimes, even if it's like, if I'm headlining, they might even have to do like an opening of like 20 minutes just for the crowd where I'm just chilling backstage getting drunk.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, it's mad. Like,
bro, if you ain't got a good DJ on your party, your show, then your show's not gonna pop. The DJ is the heart of your party or whatever, bro.
100%, yeah.
In my opinion, a DJ is just as important as a producer.
Yeah.
Because the producer makes the beat. You got the artist. Of course, the artist is important. But if you don't have the DJs playing your music, putting it in the right position so people can hear it, then your promotion is basically cut in half. So a DJ is very important.
To be honest, for me personally, I've learned that the artist is the least important person in the whole process. And I'll tell you why. Without the beat, your song ain't nothing.
That's a sicky one.
Nah, because I'll tell you why, right? Because for me personally, in 2021, if I'm not going by like the 90s music and that, where lyrics was so important. I'm going by now, bro. Joe will tell you, MK will tell you, I freestyled the whole song, no writing, no nothing, and it comes out. Why? Because the beat is hot, and I'm like, nah, I could just keep the lyrics how they are still. It's a minor. You get me? Like, it's just like, yeah, it's alright. I just freestyle this thing. Let me just put that real quick, man. It's minor. But the producer will be the one that sits there for 10 years, 100%. Comes out with the beat.
Yes.
The DJ will be one that has to learn how to mix the thing. All I did was freestyle for 10 minutes and say, let's put it out. I go to the show. The DJ then has to be like,
you can't downgrade your thing like that.
I don't feel like I'm downgrading my thing.
If the artist ain't popping, if the lyrics ain't there, if how they on the track ain't good enough, then you ain't gonna get nowhere. You can have a popping beat.
We ain't. But personally, from my experience of working with DJs when I'm shows, DJs will be coming up with the way it's mixed. I literally will be like, oh, we can do it like this. But they're the ones that will be like, bro, you know, you see when you do this bar right here, I can do a little and it sounds wavy when the crowd jumps in. That's not really that's not really the artist that comes out of it. Or that would be the producer or the DJ.
That's true.
And that's what I've learned just being here is the impact that a DJ and a producer to an extent has on an artist. Because I never really used to think about that. For me, it was like, I go to the studio, he creates me a beat, I jump on the beat, cool, I got the song. I get a DJ, I go perform, cool, let's do this thing. But I never really thought about the work that they did until I was here, because now, even just mixing on a radio station, I'm like, right, like it's 2 hours, but fam, I leave it feeling like I did something.
my whole opinion on the whole thing is that it's an equal percentage in each role. Because at the end of the day, the artist is the face of the organization.
Yeah.
So if your artist isn't popping, or if your artist ain't talented or good, no matter how good the producer is or the DJ is, you ain't gonna get nowhere.
That's facts.
Your artist is there. So now you got a good artist.
Yeah.
If you ain't got a good producer that's out here making the great beats and doing what they need to do, then the artist isn't going to get to where he needs to be.
100%. Yeah.
So that's why I say they got equal jobs,
right.
equal roles. But then the DJ now, even though the DJ's responsibility is when you're out live doing your thing on the mic, you've got the DJ now.
Yeah.
They're making sure that your transitions are perfect. Making sure that you got basically a background dancer. You got someone on the microphone doing your ad libs for you as well. Like DJ's role is very important. Like, don't get it twisted. But in my opinion, all of them are equal. So you can't downgrade anything. Like,
personally, I think the DJ makes the shows.
Depends.
Personally,
depends on the artist.
We've got Dizzy here, so
Dizzy always comes in when we're talking. You know?
It depends on the artist still, I can't lie. Because if you got an energetic artist, I can't lie, them artists
that's
make
true.
the show.
That's true. That's
but
true.
if you got just like I don't know, someone that's sitting on a stool just singing, then you got the DJ behind them supporting them, making sure, like Summer Walker thing.
Yeah.
Say Summer Walker, you got London on the track behind her, doing whatever he needs to do, making sure her shows, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then if you got someone like Gets, come on, man. Rude Kid ain't the one that's doing that.
Nah, it's Gets holds it down still. I can't lie.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Gets holds it
they
down.
all have equal. Well, go on, Dizzy. You good? Come on, man.
Yeah, big shout out to Dizzy. Energy Tuesdays, 8 to 10 p.m. coming out next. Obviously. What, should Dizzy take a shot or not? With the man I'm saying on live still.
Oh, lad.
But now, big shout out to Big B for bringing us his point and his views.
Yes, the man has spoken once again.
Alright, Dizzy, I don't know where you're going still. You know to come around here right now.
Yeah, you know the tradition already, fam.
So we got Dizzy in the building, so I'm going to ask Dizzy the same question, you know. Obviously, he might have to take a shot as well, you know. I got a little bit cardi here for him instead, so. Yeah, the cup's over there still. Go get yourself a cup and take a shot right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? But while Dizzy looks for a cup in that, I'm going to quickly explain again. If you guys just tuned in, this is the Street Sessions with MK.
Yeah.
Joe, with MK and Joe, you know. Yeah. With MK and Firahs, you know. Now, the story of today is we probably won't see live music in 2021. So the conversation that we've been having with Big B and Lowzer was basically, how has that affected you as a performer? Now, I was talking more from an artist standpoint. So obviously, we have some DJs. Now, as a DJ as well, you're missing out on live concerts, birthdays, weddings, even funerals to an extent. Because I've been to a Jamaican funeral, and boy, that thing is lit. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you right now, I went to a Jamaican funeral. My boy was like to me, yeah, you come to my grandmother's funeral. I'm there thinking, all right, cool, like. And he goes to me, yo, make sure you bring some rain. I'm like, why am I bringing alcohol to a wedding still?
That's a must.
But I bring the rain now, and I'm just there thinking, all right, cool, everyone's going to be crying. I'm trying to figure out how is this going to go down. Bro, we go to the church, we do the thing. I'm like, all right, cool, everybody did a little crying thing there. We go to the cemetery, we pay our respects and our dues. Obviously, I'm Muslim, so I don't really understand. Yeah. Like, I didn't understand how the thing works.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like just there.
Yeah.
Then we go into some hall now, yeah? They booked a whole hall, bro. I'm telling you, there's just bare people. Food, everything. We eat the food now, the music comes on, the DJ drop the thing. And then I'm like, wait, what? It's a rave. Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is why I brought the rave. I understood it though. I had the Ray nephew in like some little black bag for the corner shop for like the whole time. I'm like, when am I opening this Ray, bro? Like,
he's on fire.
When am I opening this, bro?
He's on fire.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. That night, it's weird to say that funeral was one of my favorite nights of all time.
Yeah, listen.
Of all time.
All right, I don't know what the topic is, but let me just jump on the funeral topic, yeah? See, when you come to a Caribbean funeral, especially a Jamaican one, bro, we might mourn for like about, depending how close, a good 20, 50 minutes. See, after that's done, celebration of life. That's all we're doing. It's not a depressed thing. It's not a down and dumps. Don't get twisted. Like, obviously, if it's like a brother or something or your sister, cool. But you'll still get up on your feet and start moving and these things. You understand me? So, like, it's deep. So for you to have that experience, it makes sense because I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously, touch wood. But if I was to drop out, I don't want man to be mourning at my funeral. Like, I don't want man to be doing that. Like, man, I'm an energetic person, innit? Like, as much as you see me, sometimes I'm a bit humble and stuff, but see, when it comes to like certain things, I come with vibes and energy. So I want that to be in my legacy.
That seeing what the Jamaican culture does, or Caribbean culture, it could be a Caribbean thing. I don't know, but just seeing that type of way of celebrating someone's life, it made me go to my mum. And even my dad's Muslim. I went to him, bro, when I die, I don't want that sad Muslim thing, you know. I can't even lie. Because it's like, there's nothing wrong with it. I understand that you pray, you do your thing. You can do that. But, bro, I want to see everybody happy and celebrating my life. Rather than just kind of like sitting in a sad room and saying nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, then go home and to cry more. Bro, listen, celebrate, get the alcohol in. If you don't drink alcohol, get the mocktails in, whatever, innit? Yeah, the funniest story, 'cause the best way to celebrate someone's kind of like life is to celebrate their life.
100%.
Rather than like mourning about their life, because there's always gonna be time for you to cry, bro. But you might forget to celebrate, because if you're always crying about something, that's gonna overshadow the celebration of that person. Because you're always gonna be like, oh, as for example, so-and-so's had a heart attack, it's so peak, I couldn't make it to the hospital. You're gonna be remembering that for a long time. But if there's like an event where everybody comes together, you're not sitting there talking about, I didn't make it to the hospital, but you're sitting there going, my guy lived a good life, you know. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's drinking about it, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He might have just been a bus driver, but just being like, yo, he was a lit bus driver, you know? Yeah. That's a cool thing. But anyways, we're going to get into the actual conversation. The reason why we got these in the building. Energy Tuesdays, 8 to 10 done now.
Love. love.
Yes, I want to ask you, do you feel like as a DJ, with the big news being no live music in 2021, that means that's no clubs, no festival, no birthdays, weddings, funerals. Basically, you're not really getting paid as a DJ unless you find basically block parties and somebody willing to pay.
Some secret.
Yeah, secret location.
Yeah.
How does that has an effect on you as a DJ?
Boy, it's just like what I was saying to Diesel, innit? It's just, you gotta keep it going, man. Like, it's long in terms of revenue and stuff, but we live in a society now where we've got social media, we've got the internet, we've got to utilize it. Hence why you're seeing a lot of lives, hence why you're seeing a lot of people even on WOW FM. You know what I mean? Like right now, everyone's going for the same thing. And if you notice as well, a lot of DJs are starting to do other things instead of just DJing. Some of them are starting to do podcasts, some of them are starting to do YouTube, and some of them are starting to do...
Yes, because you do YouTube. Right. You're doing reaction videos.
But the thing with that now, I wanted to do that, I won't say before DJing, but I wanted to do that from time. Like way before the pandemic. It was just... Like things...
Can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
What stopped you from jumping into the reaction scene? Like, why now? Why not? If you wanted to do it like 2 years ago.
Because I wanted to be my own market. Like, everyone does reaction videos,
Yeah.
But mine in particular, I wanted to do with dancehall because obviously I always...
That's where you're comfortable as well.
Right.
Yeah,
that's my comfort zone. Yeah. So it made sense. I've done my research and everyone in the USA, everyone in the Caribbean does the dancehall reaction. But I ain't seen no one in the UK doing it on a scale where it's been more than maybe 2 videos.
I can't even lie. Me personally, the one thing, because I watch reaction video. That's my thing. A lot of people don't know that. Joe knows that. Because whenever a song comes out, I'll be like, this reaction, I watch all the reaction videos. And what I like about you, for me personally, is like, you do the song that I don't hear people do.
Yeah.
Like he did like is it Shanisa freestyle thing?
Shensia,
Is that the name right?
No, Shensia.
Shensia. Listen,
it's alright, but don't worry.
Sorry, I've been calling her Shanisa for time, you know. You gave Dizzy too much control, man.
No, I need these samples, you know. Trust me, Streets has got some samples right now. But go ahead.
Like, fam, when he posted, I'm like, I heard a tune, but let me see the reaction. Because I like to see tunes and that, and then I like to see reactions. When I can't find it, I'm like, oh, this is bare annoying. Like, I can't find it. But you be doing, like you said, you found the market.
Literally.
And he's found the market where there are, especially with the UK dance scene specifically, he's touching that.
Yeah,
man. Them aren't doing that anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. People just be doing the basic vibes.
That's what I'm saying.
The Movados. It's like, all right, cool, but what about all the rest of us? Exactly. All the rest of the scene?
And this is the thing, and like even my latest one was Millions, He's a UK artist. Obviously, you lot must know about Millions.
Yeah, you posted that like the other day.
And it's mad because Millions, I've got like one of his songs or 2 of his songs, but I didn't really know about him like that. I'm not gonna lie to you, So I started doing my own research. I'm like, raw, this brother's sick. Like this guy,
Millions is hard.
He's got lyrics and he's doing good in things in his community and back home and whatnot. So I said, nah, I got to do a reaction video. And what so happened was, the reaction video was actually filmed in Jamaica. So this made sense. And that's why I did it. Brother. So yeah, but you look out for the next ones though. Like you don't aren't even expect them, but you'll see.
Nah, big shout to Dizzy. Make sure you tune into his YouTube channel. What's his YouTube channel name, bro?
Dizzy TV UK.
Dizzy TV UK.
Yeah, Dizzy TV UK.
You know what I'm saying? He's new to the game, so make sure you lot go show some love, man. Subscribe, like, comment, all of that.
Bro, honestly, I love the support as well, man, because, listen, like, I didn't ask you lot to support me, you know? You lot literally just gravitated, and I appreciate it. And
I'll tell you a funny story. When I first jumped on YouTube, Joe knows this, it was called Chat and Show, which is basically the show that we brought to the radio station, the talk show. Fam, I quit my job and everything because in my mind I was thinking quick success, innit? Fam. It's mad. Oh, hell no! I didn't even say the line, bro. Why are you pointing me already?
I know you're going to say something funny there, so I have to just click that in there.
But yeah, I quit my job and everything. I went right into this whole YouTube thing. Fam, it took me 2 months to even reach 100 subs. But it was crazy because as soon as I made 100 subs, I did a whole video. Guess what? Thank you for the 100
got you though, man.
My point was, it's like, if you just stay consistent and stay on it, you'll get there. Right now, man, we're on like, well, my channel is now on like 800 subs. I'm very inconsistent since I got to like 800 subscribers. Yeah. But I know for a fact if I had stayed and didn't find other avenues of finances,
it'd be a mad thing.
I would have been on like the 10K sub. Because fun fact, you know what? ZZ better be listening to this as well, you know. Okay. ZZ Mills. Yeah, I'm telling a story right now.
All right, MK.
Man applied to be on my show. Yes. Man applied to be on my show, bro. Man sent me a CV to be on my show, bro. Man sent a CV to me. I always tell this story. But then, obviously, your boy was like, nah, I'm not really that serious at the moment. All I had to do was say, yeah, I'm serious. Yeah. I'd have been lit, bro. But it's a matter, though. It's a matter, though. It happens, isn't it? Man, I still stole my idea now. But it's a matter, though.
I'm clipping this straight. I don't care how this is going viral on the YouTube.
Yeah, listen, it better go viral on the YouTube, cause listen, I need the peas right now. What you saying, ZZ? You stole my show as well, you know. But no. But it's crazy, like when I talk about like Chat and Chill at the time was getting like 5,000 views per video. We was doing mad numbers. Yeah. And
of course.
Because I needed money. Yep. As soon as I got money from somewhere else, I no longer cared about the show. Like the 5,000 views and all that. To me, it was just like, I'm broke. Yeah. yeah. I just never kept it going. Remember, I was doing daily videos. People don't understand. I was doing a video a day. Yeah. I woke up at 5 a.m. Yeah. I was looking for stories to talk about. Yeah. I shot it at like 7 a.m. And I had to have them out before 12. So I would do like 10 videos or 6 videos. Yeah. Had to edit all of them before 12. Yeah. Because that was my schedule. It was crazy. And I did that for like a whole year. And that's when I got a whole team as well. I got Emma from UK Focus. She's now part of them. Yeah. To be fair, a lot of people that like Chloe, she now works for Capital. The team was strong, you know. But these man just found better jobs and got paid in it. So, so it was a bit peak. But I still chat to most of them anyways. But
it's all cool, man. You can ask for the favour later, innit? Like, you remember that one time when...
you think I haven't been using them favours? When I'm trying to get a song played on radio, I'm like, yo, Emma, what you saying? What's Capital saying? Emma knows. I'll be hollering her all the time, bro. I'm like, Emma, listen. I've got this one joint. I need it played on Capital. What you say? She'll be like, yeah. She hooks it up, though. So shout out to Emma. Still, she hooks it up, though.
Shout out to her right there.
But, yeah, man. Yeah. It was an interesting time because that whole Chat and Chill period, all I had to do was have money because I couldn't even keep the people that I brought to the team.
That's true.
Because the problem was I wasn't paying them and I wasn't making money, and then opportunities was coming to them and stuff like that, and then I just thought they'll come to me and be like, oh, look, I got this. I'm like, bro, just go. Like, I'm not here to. I'm not gonna. If I can't pay you,
I'm trying to keep you down.
Yeah, I'm also one of them guys, innit? And then what happened was then my channel died. Yeah. Because all the people that was part of my team got other avenues of checks, and it was just me, myself, and I. Yeah. And then slowly the channel was just dying because I lost everything. I had a news anchor, I had a gossip
sports anchor.
I had everything. I had like 10 people doing different shows on my channel. And then all of a sudden it's just me. So it's a good experience though. I'll tell anyone, if you are going to go into, especially the social media scene, I would definitely say make sure you have a plan that surpasses what you think you're gonna do. Because for me, I only had an early plan. And I didn't really expect the growth. I wasn't expecting to get 5, 10K views per video at one point.
For sure.
That never crossed my mind. And then I wasn't expecting to get the subscribers to come through at that time. And at the same time, I wasn't expecting to have very good employees that might need money within 2-3 months. Because I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't chasing it. So the way I was doing it was like, let's just make videos and see what happens type vibes. And then obviously eventually shout out to Emma, shout out to Chloe, them and there. Big man were talking, they got hired, and then I told them to go in it because I'm not gonna. If I can't pay you, I'm not gonna keep you. If someone offers you money, go do your thing. Like, I'm not one of those guys that's gonna keep you. Like, personally, for me, is like, if I don't get it, I'd rather you get it. If Emma never got that Capital thing, I would never hit my song Capital.
Exactly, it's one of them ones.
You know, I never know. I might be Drake soon, but I wasn't at that time. So the fact that I can go to Emma and be like, yo, I beg you play me this tune. She plays my tune. It's lit. The fact that I can go to Chloe and be like, yo, hook me up with this PR team and that, she does it. So it's like, as much as it hurt my kind of like show and channel that I was doing.
In the long run, it's still
in the long run. I gained the benefits of knowing people in different positions, and I'll say this for a lot of owners. I get a lot because I spoke to so many owners. I get really emotional when people leave. Fam,
is it? Because I've seen
it's an ego thing. If I'm your kind of like boss, and then you come to me and say I can get a better job.
I got something better lined up.
It's an ego thing. You're gonna feel something. Don't get it twisted. As much as I was like, go, bro, my heart was feeling it, bro. Because I knew my show was gonna be dead. When you know you have something good, you don't want to let go of it.
True.
But the reason why I was like willing to let go specifically was because, fam, I saw they were making money. We weren't making money. So I was like, I don't want to be that guy. Because the fact that they came to me, man, if I told them no, they would have stayed, bro. They would have. Somebody who's going to leave don't tell you what they got coming up and don't tell you how much they're going to get paid. So for me, it just looked like, raw. They think I was good to them, and they were so like nice enough to even come to me and be like, look, I was offered this, bro, in my email address. Like, what you kind of saying? And I told them, bro, just take it. I ain't that guy that's gonna be like, don't take that, bro. I want you to do this.
And that also says something about how you ran the thing as well, because more time people will just say, oh, I can't do this anymore because I've got something else, but they wouldn't tell you the details, like, I got offered this much amount and So even the way, even from what I hear, how you ran that, they rated you from early still. So
but you've known, we've been working for a couple of years.
Of course,
I've always said, if you get something, go do it. Like,
go do it, man.
Don't stay in the same position, bro. That's dead, bro. Because at the end of the day, all I want to, like, if I work with anyone, I just want to be the motivation. I don't want it to be your be all and end all. If I'm Drake and them and I got the checks to make you chill,
course.
I'll be like, then you don't need to go anywhere. I can fund your thing. But if I personally can't, I'll be like, go do your thing, bro. Like, don't stay with.
Bring anyone
you ain't gotta stay. All we're doing is working together, and the person that gets to the top, you go to the top. If you want to remember me, that's great. Some people don't. I know a few people don't.
Just a warning. I have to stop the music for that one. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to the top, remember to send the elevator down. Now, I'm just saying.
Facts.
I'm just saying.
Fact.
You know?
At the end of the day, like the one thing I also say, the one thing I rate about you. Like, when we first met. The music video thing wasn't really your thing.
Nah.
Most things weren't really your thing. I'm not gonna say I put you on, but I put you on.
Producing wasn't my thing. DJ wasn't my thing. But like, music videos wasn't my thing.
What I rate with you, when I'm like, yo, listen, just do this, do that, and you go and do your thing. I'm gassed, bro. You went from doing my deadest music video of all time to working with Dutch Belly, fam. Like, that's mad. All right, cool. Dutch Belly's cancelled, but at least you did stuff like that. I don't know if I want to say Dutch Belly, but you went from my deadest video of all time to like Steph London, Pounds,
Rimsey,
the
Beat Freak. Shouts to the Beat Freaks.
Freak, like you.
I had a lot of fun working with them. I can't even lie.
And I was the first video you did. I was like to you, yo, listen to this movie thing. You're like, oh, I'm not good. I'm like, let's just do it, man. Bun it. You got a camera. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what I like. I just like seeing people doing their thing and progressing. I don't need a check from that. Like, just go make a piece, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what life should be about, though. You want to see your man them elevate.
Of course.
Like, if I never make it, I might be like, what, Joe, you go to that pub, like, what, can I get that invite store? But like, at the end of the day, it's like, that's what it should be about, though, innit? So, but yeah, that's what I always say, because I know a lot of business owners who, which is what I was going into, which is why I was talking about you, innit? They get really upset. And there's like in the UK, there's like this business owners circle. I wouldn't say I'm really a part of it, but I just know a few people that are there. So I kind of hear the stories, and you know, you'll hear things like, I'm gonna be honest, you'll hear people saying they're trying to make contract that traps you. Because a lot of them specifically would have come to me and be like, I can't believe he let so and so go. I can't believe he let da go. Fam, why don't you trap them? And I used to always be like to them, like, fam, like, there's gonna be a time where you need somebody, or you need something from someone, and if you ended it on bad terms, you're never gonna get it.
Never getting that favor.
You're never getting that favor. And England is so small as well.
That's the thing as well.
You got to bring it up. The UK is tiny, bro. Yeah, man, I was beating one thing. She knows a dude that I know. And he beat it. I didn't even know. I'm just there like, I just shared the team with another guy. And I didn't even know. Like, it's sad.
Lowzer nearly choked on his Christmas.
Bro, you don't understand how peak it is.
Yeah, you know them ones.
The way that we met wasn't like I thought she knew anyone I knew. It's just we follow on the gram. We had a mutual follow. Automatically, that guy's beat it. And I'm like, bro, I just beat the same thing. Like,
Usher, same girl and them thing there.
Fam, it's the same thing with the unit thing, the Johanna thing. Because even she beat a dude that I met in a night, but I didn't know him though. It's not the same thing, but I met him in a club. She went, how do you know this dude? I went, I met him in a club store. She went, and she told me after. Me and him, we was fooling around for like 2-3 months. I was like, I'm chilling in her bed like, oh, really? Okay. That's a bit weird. I know this guy. I'm not trying to share things, you know. Especially, I'm not trying to be the one that comes after the dog that I know. I want to be before the dog. You gotta hold them L sometimes. But nah, man. We've got so off topic.
I know.
Big shout out to everybody who wants to perform in 2022. Unfortunately, 2021 isn't looking like it's possible. So just grind to your best. Do what you can do. To the business owners who are working with employees and, you know, getting too emotional about what they want to do. Your job is to motivate your employees or whoever you work with. And let them go out there and shine afterwards. Obviously, finances, yes, I get it. But at the end of the day, if you're bringing someone into your team, it shouldn't be a financial decision. It should be are they good enough and talented enough decision. But anyway, don't forget that we do have Dizzy coming up next from Fresh Men's, 8 to 10 p.m. So right now, coming off this conversation, big shout out to Big B, big shout out to Dizzy Lowzer as well. You know, they jumped on the mic today. So right now, we're gonna warm up for Dizzy. You know? So Dizzy, what are you playing today, bro? What you say? Don't worry.
Okay, alright, cool. We're gonna get the energies up for you, man. Don't worry.
Dizzy's like, Dizzy doesn't want us to warm up this time, you know. You know, before Dizzy used to be like, yeah, but now he's like, no, do your thing. Alright, cool. So, DJ MK.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drop it like it's hot. You got 15 minutes, you know, so just go hard, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're talking about, obviously, some motivational stuff. Obviously, you have to go get it. Right now we have Get It, Charlie Slum, Gunner, Abracadabra, and Kelvin Cole. Let's go.
Being tuned into the Streets Session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because
because we're the hottest in the streets.
Catch us online, on the go, and on the FM.
Okay, let's go.